So sorry for whatever that was, whatever happened. We honestly couldn't have control. I really don't know what's happening. But yeah, welcome back again to Cut TV. This is Julie Fresh on Cut TV, and I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're well. Welcome back to this space. If you're just joining, thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by. Please do well to subscribe to my channel, to our channel rather. Subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I'm live. And yeah, tell your friends about this space, tell your family members, tell your lovers, tell them about this beautiful space. And yeah, so as we were saying, we're talking about before the brief interruption, we are talking about parental preferences, and we defined it as an act where a child prefers one parent or caregiver to the other. And yeah, that's it. So we're moving on to the reason why this happens, the reason why children prefers most children, in some cases is all the children prefers one parent to the other, while other cases is just one of them. Everybody just have their preferences and who they like the most. So we're moving on to the reasons why this happens, and I wrote down a few, which is the first one to note is time and routine. Children are more attached to the parents that spend quality time with them and does all their routine with them together. Does all their routine with now. A situation where one parent, for me, I okay, my for my case it was complicated because I was closer. I am still closer, or I was, I don't know, because now I have just one parent. I was closer to my mom because she was available at the time. My mom was a stay-home wife. She was a stay-home wife, and she was also a businesswoman, and her business required her to stay at home. So yeah, she was always available for us. She was accessible. She was there for us. My dad, on the other hand, was a workaholic. Not really a workaholic, but yeah, his own job demanded him to be needed his undivided attention. So he only had weekends with us, and my dad was a disciplinarian. So the weekends is supposed to bond with us. He uses it to like correct us and teach us and want to like correct everything that he feels is going wrong that weekend. Go and sleep, read your books, and you read too much, don't you watch movies, and go out, make your bed, clean the house. Like Saturdays are just very, very stressful. We wake up in the morning, we always do environmental on Saturday in the house. We clean from start to finish because my dad is around, and then we always have to cook. And because of the kind of person my dad was, we always had guests in the house. As long as my dad is around, there are guests in the house. So this thing just kind of um didn't really give us enough bonding time with my dad. Mind you, my dad is the type that whenever he's free, he is very free, there's no visitor around, he's not doing anything, we play. And the one thing he does that one memory just stuck in my brain, and I really, really, really miss that is scratch my back. Like, can you see rashes? Can you help me break them? Oh, and then it will make me shave his dreads and all of this. Those are memories that I hold dear. Those are memories I hold dear, and I cherish them. But now, my dad was the disciplinarian, a no nonsense person. But we were to our mom. We were closer to our mom because she was available. She was available. She is still available. She's easygoing. She's playful. She has time to gist with us, just ask us questions. But the irony of life is I am closer to my dad than I am, or rather, I would say that I love my dad. I love my mom. My mom is my world. She's everything. But then again, if I'm put in a situation where I have to pick one person, it's definitely be my dad. Hi, Roblox. Hello. How you doing? How are you? It's good to have you in this space. Good to see you again. How, Rocky? How are you doing? Welcome back to Code TV, Rocky. So as I was saying, I would pick my dad. Now let me before you people come at me, I'm sure my siblings will be like, because come on, come on. And I and my dad, at some point in our life, we never agreed. We disagreed about a lot of things. And he started calling me a stubborn child. And like my mom will always say, lion no dey born goat. So yeah, I like my dad. My mom was easy. My mom is easygoing. She's friendly. She's playful. She's uh she created a relationship, a very fine relationship with us, made room for conversation, easy communication. We can access her at any time. We can have random conversations with her at any point in time in our life and with her. But then again, in order to talk to my dad, you have to prepare your speeches. You have to write your letter. Heck, we would write later at some. We started writing later at some point. Just leave it on his desk. That's because we barely saw him. We are already asleep when he returns from work, and before we wake up he's out already. So sometimes he will tell us, if you must see me, if it is a must that you must tell me something, just write a letter. That was his own way of teaching us how to write both formal letters and informal letters and stuff. So he would tell us, if the thing is very serious, write a formal letter to me, give it to your mother, she'll give it to me when I come back from work. But if it is not serious and you know you cannot wait, just write an informal letter and just drop it on my desk on the table in the room, and I'll see it whenever I come back from work. So that was how we communicated, especially whenever we're in session, if you get what I mean. So my reason for now liking my dad is, he appears strict. He was a disciplinarian. It was this time I just explained it. He had protocols. Like, you cannot just randomly go and tell him nonsense. But then you can just joke around with my mom with some things and all of that. So, but then again, I can just wake up and tell my dad, "Oh, daddy, I want to travel. I've been meaning to go on a vacation and I don't know, please, I need your permission." And he tell you, "Why do you want to travel?" You just have to give him a good enough reason why you want to travel. And then, "Oh, okay, no problem. Who are you going with? Do you have money? Oh, you're going to see your uncle. Okay, that's fine. Me, I'm okay. Oh, go and meet your mother if she's fine." Now, this is where the problem is. My mom is the one that you tell her 5 months ahead that I want to go on a vacation. I want to visit this family member. I want to travel with my friend for this. And I won't be like, okay, no problem. Why are you telling me now? It's still five. It's not 5 months. Hi, Endurance. Hi. Ooh, Endurance. That's my cousin's name. Hi. How are you doing? Where are you streaming from? So my mom is that type that she'll tell you, it's just 5 months now. So why are you telling me? I'm just telling you so that when that time comes, you'll not tell me that I did not tell you on time. And then you tell her 4 months prior, you tell her 3 months prior, you tell her 2 months, you tell her 3 weeks to, you tell her 1 week to, you tell her 5 days to, and then 2 days to the thing, she'll be like, why exactly do you want to travel? What are you going there for? Why can't, is your house chasing you? Are the couches biting your ass? Are they biting your bum? Why do you want to leave? If you leave, what's going to happen? Do you know that if you leave, your younger siblings will want to? Or do you know that if this will happen, school is almost like my mom is the one that will give you a lot of excuses, and you wonder. And you did not tell me. Imagine you telling somebody 1 month, 5 months to um 3 months to 2 months to the time, and then they 1 month ahead notice that you failed to give, you decide to do 2 weeks today. She'll be like, I forgot, you did not tell me, and all those other times you were telling me, I didn't think you were serious. And go and meet your father now. And then when you go back to meet my dad will still agree. It's fine, you can go, just talk to your mother. Me, do you want money, do you want transport, and all those kind of things. And then my mom will still tell you, so your father agreed. Me, I don't want you to go. You get, like, when she says that, it's a no. It's a no. unless you agree. There was one time where all my siblings went for vacation, summer break. They all went to their various destination, including my younger sibling. And then my mom said everybody cannot go. Who will stay with her in the house? At the time, she was not feeling well, and my immediate older sister was in school at the time. So she said both my younger siblings, Esther and Simon, should go, while I stay back with our last born, Mimi. And when they return, I will go. They should stay there for 2 weeks. Since the break, our holiday was for a month, and we spent 1 week in the house, so we have 1 month extra. So they should go there and do 2 weeks, come back, then I can go and spend another 2 weeks with them. And I agreed. So when they returned with my cousins, and we all had fun. And we're okay. During the weekend, when you guys are going, I'll go back with you people. Heck, I was so happy. I planned, I prepped, and did everything. My dad has always been in the know of the plan and did not have any issues about it. On the day my cousins were leaving, my mom didn't want me to go. She said school will soon resume. It's just 1 week to resumption. What are you going there for? I lost it, guys. I lost it. I cried and I kept calling my dad. He was picking his call. Heck, I found a way to reach his. I don't know how I managed to get his secretary's number, but I found a way to reach. I called his office line, and his secretary picked and told me it was in a meeting. And because I was crying, I told her it was an emergency. So to tell him that it's an emergency, I needed to talk to him immediately. And knowing my dad is not one to, my dad is a girl lover. If it was any of my brothers that called like that, my dad would be like, I will call them after. But immediately, my daughter is crying. Why? What could have made her cry to the point where she would call me at work? And so I called and we spoke, and I told him, see, I want to go, but mommy is saying that I should talk to you first, and you will not agree. He said, I give her the phone, and he told her, let her go. And my mom said, no, I cannot go. She now said, if me I want to go, I should go now. The only problem is she didn't prepare for this thing. I mean, I cannot just go there like that. I don't have a phone. My phone has fault. I mean, I know that they were already planning to get me another phone. And I was just in secondary school that time. But now me, I'll travel without a phone. And he said to give me the house phone. I think that one was one. I don't know. It was this Nokia button phone that I should go with that one. At least we should have a means of communicating. And then she said she does not have money to give to me. I can't go empty. And my dad said, but she's going to your brother's place now. She's not going to the bush. I said, My dad now said that was because the reason why she said that was because my dad said I should collect money for my mom. Knowing me, I am very selective when it comes to food, and he doesn't want a situation where I'll be there. They'll make this. I'll tell them no, I don't want, and then I'll put them under pressure to do what I want. So whenever they cook what I don't want and I don't feel like eating, I should have money to go and take care of myself and stuff like that. So, and then I can use that one to just buy little things to myself and like to take care of myself and my cousin and all of that. Just children being children or teenagers being teenagers. And that's the kind of person my dad will ensure that you're not broke, you have money in your hand, especially when you're not in the house. So my mom refused to. Guys, I traveled. My mom gave me 500 naira. As much as back then, 500 naira made a lot of sense, but it didn't to me, you guys. 5 freaking 100 naira to do what? Ha Lord. My first night they made rice and stew. I was happy. And then the second day, I think we had tea and bread for breakfast, and there was nothing for lunch. We should take care of ourselves for lunch. Now I became so hungry and I was craving gari. And me, I don't know how to drink poor gari. Oh. So that's how I used the money I had to buy sugar, to buy biscuits, to buy granules, to buy milk, to buy. And I bought it in quantity because I couldn't take it alone. It's I and my cousins now. We have to do well. And that was it. And I was broke. I had no airtime. My mom ensured that there was no airtime in that phone. And she knew how shy I was. So she knows that I would not have mind to go and ask my uncle for money to recharge the phone. And yeah, I just left the house now. So why do I feel the need? Why do I want to come home? It was on the third day when I starved the entire day and I could not tell them that I don't eat moi moi, I don't eat beans, and he made beans. I starved all day till like 7 p.m. And my cousin was traveling to the east on a night bus. So we saw her off to the junction where she took a car to the park, and then she dashed me money. I ran straight to the nearest shop and I bought it and I called my dad. I was crying. My dad said, "Okay, at the time I didn't even have an account. An account was not so, if you know what I mean." So he just told me, "Oh yeah, now let me send you recharge card. Do you know how you can sell it, who to sell it to?" He was the one that taught me that stuff. So he sent me a particular amount of recharge card, and I found a way to sell that recharge card that day. My cousin, he didn't mind the fact that it was late. That was how it took me from door to door to door, and we started selling recharge card, and I raised about 1,500 that night. That was how I made money. I came back home, I looked at my mom and I cried and I told her, "You don't like me, you hate me." And she said she wanted to punish me like that because she always told me that the way I am selective of food, I should be wary because I will not always be in this house. Time will come, I will leave this house and I will have to manage whatever I am given. And if I cannot manage and I don't have money with me, how will I survive? That was why she insisted that she wouldn't give me money. Now that was a good training for me. I that thing alone made me start eating more and more. I don't know how to just eat beans. I cannot on my own want to crave more and more or beans. But yeah, but if you make it, I'll eat. I will try. I will try. That thing was the reason why I started eating those things and a lot more that day. So a lot of things like that that my mom would do. And my dad, despite the fact that he wasn't always available, a few time he had, we would play together, we would bond. He tickles me and then he would tickle my feet, tickle my our feet. Um do that belly stuff for your stomach where it makes very funny sound, make me shave his beard, um make you scratch his back and tell you he's pinning me, stand on my back, like a lot of things. He created memories the short time we spent together. My mom, on the other hand, was just, come, let me make your hair. And she was just doing everything a mother should do. She gave us uh, all. She gave everything she had in her to us. She didn't leave anyone. I love both my parents, but then again, if I have an opportunity to pick, it's definitely be with my dad. My dad never had time to do routines with us. Say make your hair, take you to the salon, take you to the salon to make your hair, or take you to school. And when he started even trying to take us to school, because I hated it, because why the hell is my dad taking me to school? I felt embarrassed by that gesture anyway. I didn't like it whenever I'm coming out of school gate and my dad's car is just parked outside waiting for me. It makes me so shy and a lot of things like that. So I had routines, more routines, and more quality time with my mother. But then again, my dad ensured that the little time he had with us, it was worth it. So for other children, this routine and timing is one reason why children have preference. Some parents get so busy forgetting that they have children. Hi, hello, Rex. Rex, hi, Rex. I'm fine. How are you? Where are you streaming from? Hi, Warderman. How are you? I know you're bro fine. Uh, I know you're not fine. I'm not fine. How do you know that? How can you tell? What do you mean, like I'm not fine, fine, or I'm not physically fine? What are you talking about? I need to know. How are you doing, Rex? Can I call you Rex? Oh, Rex. Can I call you Rex? Don't mind me. But how are you, Rex? Waldma, how are you? Kowalski. Yeah, Kowalski. Hi, Kowalski. How are you? So, as I was saying, a lot of parents get swarmed with work. They forget they have children to look out for. They have children to take care of. They forget that parenting is not just about providing. It's about being there. It's about quality time. It's about creating memories. And children like parents that they get to do these things with, if you get what I mean. They get to spend the little time they have with the person. You are there, you play, you do routines together, routines like make meals together, serve their meals, feed them, uh do the dishes together, have bed time together, or do routine bed time or bedtime, read bedtime stories for them. And all these things are factors that affect the reason, that contributes to the reason why children have preferred parents. Another factor is individual differences. um each child's personality and preferences are unique. This influences their attachments to one parent. Now, every child has their own personality and uniqueness. Everybody knows what they want. Everybody knows what they like. Everybody has their own power, their strength and stuff. And this influences how they attach. Now, if it's a child that loves to read, loves adventure, just loves they love everything that has to do with storytelling, bedtime readings, Bible study, and all those things during assignments, school activities, and stuff. They would find a parent that loves those kind of things. For me, I honestly want to be that parent that would read with my children, have bedtime stories, do Bible studies together. But I don't know how to read with people. I don't know how to read out for people. I don't know how to read for people. It bores me when I do that. I find it like I've tried once or twice to practicalize with my nibblings a lot of times, and then I miss like 30 minutes into it. If I get to 30 minutes into the thing, I'm tired, and literally I'm getting bored. Like I can't deal. And it's the same thing. I don't know how to narrate movies to somebody. So I don't think I'll be that parent that would want to do that thing. Though I love to read. I can read for an hour or more when I'm alone. I can just, as long as it's interesting. Hi, Sahid. Hello. How are you? Hi. Welcome to Court TV family. And I'm Julie Fresh. Where are you streaming from? So, like I was saying, I'm the type that gets easily bored. I can read for an hour, I can read for more. As long as the book is interesting and I'm enjoying it, and I'm in a comfortable space, a serene place, I would read it. But then it can give me the same comfort to an interesting book to read out to someone. Trust me, I'm not even going to do that up to 30 minutes. I'm tired. You see me yawning and scratching my eyes, and I'm sweating and I'm uncomfortable. And that's because I hate teaching. I don't like teaching job, and I admire teachers a lot, but I still don't want to do. It's just one job in this life that I know that I don't want to do at all. So if for a fact that I end up with a child that loves to do this thing, I don't think I would be the child's favorite parent, because I wouldn't want to be doing this thing with the child, and this can influence attachment, if you get what I mean. They find people that have the same personality, that understands them, that they share the same ideas and these things together. The people that can relate with them is a parent that relates with them easily. Parents that when you tell, oh dad, I saw this book, okay, I'm going to get it for you and I'm going to summarize it for you. I don't understand, okay, that's fine. I want to do, that's fine. Let's go hiking. Oh, that's nice, let's do it together. And then you're done. That one parent that is always laid back, you don't want to, I don't like hiking, I don't like adventure, I don't want to swim, I don't want to do this. Trust me, the child will find the parent that is fun to be with and just attached to that person. Now, the third thing to know is life events. Now, major changes can affect the can factor um child's preference, if you get what I mean. Now, in a situation where um you one parent gets a job offer. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me. In a situation where one parent gets a job offer that requires them to relocate or not necessarily relocate to work outside they currently live, that can affect the relationship the child has with their parents automatically, because you will not always be available for the child. You guys will somehow become strangers. The fact that you always communicate and all that does not change anything. The child does not see you often. You guys don't get to share quality, spend quality time together and all that. And then in a situation whereby there's an arrival of a new sibling, we already know pregnant women require special attention. We already know that. So in it, so from the day of conception to the day the child is born, the mother is given special attention and special treatment by the father, because obviously she's heavy. And now when the baby eventually comes, the mom is given all the attention in the world, and yeah, until the baby is mature enough. And obviously if you happen to be the only child at first, you know that the attention they used to your parents gave to you, or both your parents gave to you as the only child, would be divided. And yes, one parent will have to pay more attention to the other child, and this also can affect um this also can trigger parental preferences. Let's move on to the effects of parental preferences. Now, if you're just joining, welcome to Court TV family. I am Julie Fresh, your host, and today's topic is parental preferences. So, please, to all those just joining, Rex, Sahid, Kowalski, please do also subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Endurance, please do also subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe and let me know that you have subscribed so I can hit the drum rolls for you and celebrate you guys for joining this beautiful family. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. And here on Cut TV, we are basically about life experiences, lifestyle, and just name it. We are just here for fun. We are here for educational purposes, to entertain you, to ensure that whenever you're on this space, you are living with something. It is either we educate you about something, or we make you smile. Like when you think about what happened here at this work, at this particular time, you would smile and want to come back again. Trust me. And just know that if you also have issues, legal issues, you can reach out to us. We are here to help you in every legal way we can. So let's get right into today's topic that we're saying. First of all, let me ask you, do you have a favorite parent? Tell me the parent you prefer more. Is it your dad or your mom? Everybody, like it or not, we have deep down, we know that parent that when you think of, I didn't even realize this thing until when I realized that I I am more attached to my dad than my mom, was when I posted a picture of my mom one time, and that was years ago. That was even before my dad passed, a year before my dad passed. And a friend of mine went, everybody likes their mother. Everybody is always posting and celebrating their mother. Okay, that was a year after my dad passed. Everybody's always posting and celebrating their mother, but nobody posts and celebrates their father. And I was like, no, I'm always celebrating my dad. But then again, my dad has passed, and my mom is the only person. I rarely even post either of them online. I don't need social media validation or whatnot. I'm not trying to paint any image there. But then again, yeah, it's Nigeria. I just felt the need to just celebrate my mom for being an amazing mother to us when my dad was alive, and now for being an amazing parent to us, both our mother and our father. And this was just me genuinely celebrating her, not because of anything, not saying my dad was not good to us and stuff. And then it dawned on me, and then it was like, your parents, who both your parents, who did you like most? And we were just talking, and I was saying, see, I post my mom and all of this, but let me tell you, deep down, my dad is an amazing dad. I know the number of times, I know how my dad will come back late at night, and then 5 a.m. is up and is out, and then some weekends he has to be at work. My dad was a civil servant, and for some reason, he was very busy. He was an accountant. He worked with the CBN. He was very busy for some reason, and a lot of times he would take my siblings to work during the weekend. Just oh, let's just go. Let me have company at the office, and if he would do that, my dad ensured he gave us. I said a lot to him that time. That just made me realize that shit. I love this man, and I miss him so much. So tell me, you guys, comment down below who your favorite parent is. Who do you prefer more? Yeah, I wouldn't say prefer, I would say favorite. Who is your favorite parent, your mom or your dad? Now moving on, let's talk about the effect of parental preference. Now these things have negative effects on both parents. Having favorite parents can negatively impact both parents, potentially leading to issues like parental burnout, increased conflict, and quality and lack of quality time bonding. Now, this is worth thinking of because just as how siblings get jealous because of parental favoritism, that's how parental preferences, that's how our parents get jealous because you know how you say, I gave birth to you, I carried you for 9 months. I know some parents will always say that. I mean, like, I carried you for 9 months. Some mothers, and you stressed me. My mom will even tell me one time, my mom jokingly said something one time. I think the first time I said, I jokingly said, when I jokingly said, ah, mommy, you are somehow difficult to see this woman. That's, I know, I said something about, see, if Popsy was alive now, if Popsy was alive now, he wouldn't have been stressing me like this. And she was like, you, of all the persons, you shouldn't be telling me this kind of thing. You that stressed me. It was your pregnancy that was the hardest. At some point, from 4 months, I stopped wearing shoes. I wore slippers till the end of the pregnancy. At 8 months, I stopped going to church. I stopped going out because my feet was so swollen. I couldn't even it couldn't even fit into an ordinary slippers. I started walking about with bathroom slippers and all that. I was like, ah, Jesus. Mommy, I'm sorry I did that to you. But yeah, that makes me special. Yes, I said that. And I know a lot of people that will say, I carried you for 9 months. You still came out looking like your father. You still came out liking your dad more than me. You should like me more. You should love me more and all that. And then one of my colleagues once said, I don't want a girl child because I know for a fact that she's going to steal my husband away from me. Imagine that. Those things happen, and yeah, those things happen, and those are the reason why some parents don't just like too much children. They just want one, and yeah, they struggle. You end up seeing that a lot of parents struggle to be seen, struggle to be liked in their, they are almost like strangers in their own home and stuff like that. So yeah, uh the first effect of this thing is feeling less valued or important. Now you're leaving the non-preferred parents to feel less valued. Like I just mentioned, they struggle for attention, they struggle for everything. They start behaving like strangers in their, because you see where some parents will, you see your husband and your child whispering and laughing and all that, and when you ask, you be like, nothing, we're fine. Or it's happening to your daughter, your son and your wife, or your daughter and your wife and stuff like that, where they do things like that. They laugh. Oh, where are you guys going to? I'm going out. We're going out. We're going to buy something. Do you want something? Okay, you guys buy something for me. Oh, I'm going to pick the child from school, and then 1 hour later they're not back. Where are you guys? Oh, we went out. We'll soon be back, and all that stuff. Where they do, it just makes them feel unimportant. It makes them feel left out. It makes them feel unsupported, undervalued. Makes them feel less valued and other stuff. Now the reason, another effect of this thing is causes strained parental relationship. Now it causes strain between the couple. Um, like this, my colleague already said that she knows how much her husband loves kid, especially girl child, and she will try. She's just praying to God not to give her a girl child, even if she's going to have one. Girl child should be the last, because she knows if she has if she has a girl child for her first child, as her first child, her husband is not going to look her way at all. Everything is going to end. That's how some people genuinely feel. You guys, that's how some women honestly feel. They feel that way, and somehow it happens. So, because of how much time you spend with your child. You're coming back from work, you're running, your child is running straight to you, giving you gist from school, and then you want to do this for the child says no, I have to wait for daddy, I have to wait for mommy, I don't want to eat, I want to wait for mommy first, and all that stuff. And then when you're supposed to rest with your wife, you're there bonding with the children, you're doing bedtime routine, you're doing bedtime routine, bedtime stories, and when you're done, you want to come and rest, you're tired, you want to sleep because there's work tomorrow and all that. And even when there's no work, your wife is already exhausted, bored, and then she's sleeping and stuff. So it causes a strain in their relationship. They lack quality bonding time. The time they're supposed to bond together, stick together as a family, they use those time to just stay apart. That time is dedicated to a particular child or even their children. Now, another thing to know is difficulty connecting with child. Now, because of how much closeness the child have with one parent, they've made it very difficult to connect with their mothers, with the other parents. It made it very difficult for even the parent to have to build a relationship with them. It's almost as though it is this person or nothing. I don't want to have anything to do with you. You're my parent, but I know I love you, but yeah, just let me be with this person and all that. And then lastly is parental burnout. It's exhausting when you're struggling to be liked in your family. It's exhausting when you're struggling to be seen, when you're struggling to be supported, when you're struggling to participate, when you're struggling for attention. It's almost as though you're always fighting. It's almost as though you're in a competition with your children or with your partner for the attention of your children. So it can burn you out. It stresses you both physically, emotionally, and mentally. Now let's move on to how to handle parental preferences. Tell me, guys, if you have a favorite parent, please comment down below. Let me know your favorite parent. Please, guys, tap on your screen. Send me as much love as you can. Keep tapping your screen. Let me know where you're streaming from, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, please. So let's move on to how to handle parental preferences. Definitely we know how to handle these things. There are some women who already, there's some parents who are drowning in silence. They do not even know how to navigate their way around these things. They don't want to feel like they're nagging too much. They don't want to feel like they are fighting their spouse, or they are not understanding and stuff, and they don't even know how to go about this thing. Now let me tell you, there are ways you can handle parental preferences without even making a big deal out of it. You can handle it professionally, you can handle it sweetly, smoothly, without making a fuss out about it. Now the first thing to note is acknowledge and validate. Acknowledge their feelings and assure them that you understand and love them regardless. Now you have to have a conversation. The first thing, let me even start, is communication. Find a way to communicate calmly with your spouse and with your children individually. If you can, you do it individually. And if you also can, you can do it, you can have that communication with them at the same time. Just explain to them how this thing makes you feel, how they make you feel neglected, how they make you feel less important and less and undervalued, how they make you feel like you do not exist in the house. And then you can afterwards you can then acknowledge that you are not the preferred parent. And it doesn't, one thing you need to know is the fact that you're not the preferred parent doesn't mean that they do not love you. I just use myself as an example. The fact that if I am given an opportunity to pick a preferred parent, I will pick my dad, does not mean I do not love my dad, my mom rather. Does not mean I don't prefer my mom. I would pick my mom 1001 time over and over again if I have to come back to this world. She's an amazing mother. She has been good to me particularly. But then again, this is just life, and this is just me being a child to my parents, because that's what she calls me, my child, my child. I remember me telling her this weekend, like when she was saying, I have children, what should I do? And when I had to go for a vacation to travel to my sister to travel to go and see my sister, and she went. I can't go